Fairgrounds USA, countyfairgrounds.net. Welcome to today's podcast.
Hi, this is Barbi.
Hi, Barbi. This is Karen from County Fairgrounds, and I'm here to talk with you about your Arlington County Fair. So,
Great.
How long has it been going on?
So the fair is currently in its 43rd year.
Okay. All right. And what's your attendance?
So last year, our attendance was around 84,000 people.
I guess this is a pretty big thing for Arlington, for where you are, right? This
right.
fair?
Well, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with our area, but Arlington County is actually within the Washington, D.C. metro area. So
okay.
we're sort of in that beltway around the nation's capital. So Arlington County is actually the 6th largest county in Virginia by population, but geographically, we are the smallest self-governing county in the entire United States.
I've been looking at your websites, and one of the things I've noticed is that you have a beer garden. That's kind of unusual. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
So we've never had one before, but we've always wanted to have one. So yes, this is our first year. We're offering a beer garden. We're partnering with a local brewery called New District Brewing Company, and they will be bringing 2 to 4 of their most popular craft beers. And right now, tickets are on sale on Eventbrite for a discounted rate per ticket, and then people buy a ticket, and they give the ticket to the person pouring the beer, and then they get a beer. It's actually going to be a family-friendly environment, so anybody can enter the beer garden area, but they will be carting and then putting wristbands on people. And in that area, there'll be some lawn games like giant Jenga and cornhole and some of those fun things to do. We'll also have a food truck over in that area, a grilled cheese sandwich, so people are going to have a beer and a grilled cheese and sort of relax and play some lawn games.
Okay. One of the first questions I usually ask is because parking is such an issue. So you want to tell me about your parking and what have you got special for parking for seniors?
Yes. Parking is very much an issue for us. Pretty much everyone in the D.C. metro area depends on Metro. There are definitely some pockets within the metro area where we don't have metros, but we have buses and other things. So getting to the fair, we're in this really unique spot where we're not near a metro or very close to one that's walkable, and we're sort of in the middle of a neighborhood. So in order to help people get to us, we offer shuttle services. And so we have people going to various places like a career center, which is not too far away, a high school, a parking garage on I-66 and Virginia Square Metro Station. And then once people get there to those locations, they can either park their car there or they can get off the metro. And then we have shuttles, which will pick them up and bring them to the fair. And we charge $2 round trip. And it's really based on faith that people will give us the $2 whenever they get off the shuttle at the fair. And then whenever they leave, we're assuming they've already paid, so they just jump back on the shuttle and it takes them to whichever stop they want to go to. So we don't have a whole lot of parking around. But for our shuttle service, kids under 12 and anyone over 65, they get to ride it for free. But for handicap out front as well.
Do you have, what is your admission fees? I mean, I think I saw someplace on your site that you have free admission?
Yes. We are one of the largest free events on the entire East Coast. So
wow.
we don't really have gates. We have no gates around the Arlington County Fair. And we have multiple points of entry where people can come in. We've taken the Thomas Jefferson Community Center and we've converted it into the Arlington County Fair because Arlington County is so geographically small, and how they say location. We don't have a lot of available land at our disposal that you can just sort of have a fairgrounds because someone is going to want to build something on it. So we take Thomas Jefferson Community Center and we convert it into the Arlington County Fair, and admission is free. And we do that because we want to keep costs low so that everyone in our very diverse community can all attend a fair and have an enjoyable day with their community and their family for free to low cost.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm familiar with Arlington. When I was a young thing, I lived in Arlington for a while. So.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so tell me, what have you got for seniors? Anything special?
What have we got for seniors?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We have an outdoor stage. We have an entertainment tent, and we have free entertainment. People can go and watch. We have bingo on Friday night, and it's free to play. Yeah, everybody loves bingo.
Yes.
It's free to play. Our crowd is usually a senior crowd, and it used to be called Senior Bingo, but really it's open to anyone who wants to attend. And we work in partnership with the Arlington JCs, who manage the bingo, and they, call the numbers, they MC the event, and then prizes are given out for whoever gets to yell bingo.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so what have you got? Fairs are often for children a lot. So what have you got for kids under 12?
So for kids, we have the inflatable houses. We have face painting. And on Saturday and Sunday, we have one of our favorite performers whose name is Drew Blue Shoes. And he does magic tricks, and he is a huge hit with the kids and the families. And he's going to be playing, I think, about 6 different shows over the weekend. But in addition to our kids' court area with the inflatables and the face painting, this year we also have a butterfly exhibit, a butterfly encounter, where people can go in and they can get a little stick, and you have some nectar on it, and then a butterfly will fly over, and you get to feed the butterfly from the end of the little stick.
That's
so
cool.
we also try to keep costs low. Because we don't charge admission fees, everything that we earn goes back into next year's fair. So whenever we have something that costs us money, we try to cover the expenses somehow. So to enter into the butterfly encounter, the cost is either $2.50, $3 per ticket, or $2.50 for 2 tickets, $2.50 each. So $5 for 2 tickets, or 1 ticket for $3. I hope that wasn't confusing. Let me say it again. It's either 1 ticket for $3 or 2 tickets for $5.
Okay.
Also,
that's
just to make sure that we could keep costs low, we sent out free tickets to all the Title I schools in Arlington County.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so another part of fairs, of course, is the food. So tell me a little bit about your food.
Well, we have your traditional fair food, which is your cotton candy, your candied apples, your funnel cakes, and your deep fried Oreos. But we also have, as I mentioned before, we have the grilled cheese and the beer. But we have ice cream. We're very happy this year. We're going to have a donut station where you can get donuts and coffee. We always try for some diversity, just so that you don't go to every food stall and have the same things offered. We have one which is called Columbia Station, and you're going to get a lot of Colombian-style food and maybe some pupusas. We have pizza. We have barbecue, family grill, where you can get all kinds of grilled food. We have Asian-inspired food, ribs, and pretty much anything that you can think of, that you would typically get at a fairgrounds.
Healthy food?
I wish. I'm going to be there for 5 days, and I'm going to be craving a salad at the end of this fair, aren't I?
Yes.
No, maybe we'll be able to find out. That's one of the first things I'm going to do is whenever I get out there and the food vendors get set up, is I'm going to scope out some healthy food options. But we try.
Usually there is some things that are, and I know a lot of people, they say they live every year for the funnel cakes, but the sugar is kind of heavy to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have competitive exhibits. You don't have an enclosed fairground, so you want to tell me a little bit about your competitive exhibits?
Sure. So we use the gymnasium at the fair, at the TJ Community Center, and the gymnasium is air conditioned. And so unlike most county fairs across the state of Virginia, we have one of the only vendor areas that's air conditioned. And so people can sort of escape the August heat for a few minutes and come into the gymnasium and take a look at all of our vendors. We have commercial vendors, we have nonprofits, and we have local vendors, so that we can share with people a wide range of products that they can view and take a look at. So our vendors fill up the entire gymnasium. In fact, this year we have completely sold out space, and I think we probably have a waiting list of about 50 people. We've never completely sold out the gymnasium before. But this year it was kind of shocking. We did it. So people can look at anything from getting a jacuzzi to getting, local crafts. We'll also have both political parties represented. We'll have the county fair, Arlington County represented. This year they're getting ready for the 2020 census next year. And so their booth space is called ARlington Counts, and they have a lot of free prizes and educational, informational material that they'll be sharing with people who come in and take a look at our indoor vendors.
Okay. Well, you know what that means. If you don't have enough room, you'll have to find a bigger place next year.
I know. Well, we've been at TJ for 43 years, for the entire 43 years we've been in existence.
But your fair is growing, and that's a good thing.
Yes.
So, all right, what about entertainment? That's what we haven't covered.
Yes. So we have, as I've mentioned, I personally, I think competitive exhibits and the Butterflies Encounter are very entertaining. But this year also, we're having a movie night. We're showing Spider-Man. We have bingo. We have a DJ dance party. We have, that's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be a glow dance party, so that it'll be at night under the cover of darkness. And everyone will get little glow bracelets and wristbands and things, and you can kind of imagine what that's going to look like. We have a pie eating championship. We're working in conjunction with Arlington JCs again, but also a local bakery called Living the Pie Life. And it's not going to be how many pies can you eat. It's going to be who can eat their pie the fastest. I've been thinking about that pie for a long time, so I might even enter. And it is so much fun. It is especially fun to watch the little kids eat in the pie eating contest, because quite frankly, they really don't know what's going on. But they're just. But
they make a heck of a mess. Yes,
they do. It is so much fun. But also, as I mentioned before, we're an urban fair. We're an urban county fair. So we're working hard to try to figure out how can we make our county fair relevant for the changing world in which we live. And so we've been talking a lot about innovation. So this year we're having a robotics demonstration. And eventually we would like for the Arlington County Fair to be one of the places where robotics teams can come and get certified to compete on the I guess there's a competition track across the state. And so we're working towards getting the Arlington County Fair being one of the stops along the way. So we'll be having a robotics demonstration, which we're doing in partnership with a local group called Systemic, building on that STEM, S-T-E-M, science, technology, engineering, and math, and sort of educating the general public about opportunities in this field. So also, one other thing I want to mention, and to me it's very entertaining, but it's not necessarily under the entertainment tent. But this year, we are having goat yoga.
Okay.
That's yoga with goats.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
So, being an urban county fair, or urban county, we don't have a lot of farm animals in Arlington County. So we're going to bring some in. And We have a lot of people in this area who enjoy their yoga and their other forms of exercise. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Arlington County was named one of the fittest counties in the entire United States. So let's combine some exercise and some goats. And we have 2 sessions early on Saturday morning to beat the August heat. They'll be in this little cusp of trees, which is sort of a natural fence area for the goats. And we have about 20 goats, which will roam around as the yogis do their down dogs. And then they'll see, down dogs, it looks like mountains. So they'll climb up on top of them and stomp around. And people will get to take pictures with the goats and interact with the goats. And the goats are all pets. They live on a family farm. The woman who owns them is a veterinarian, and they are her little babies. They're not bred for anything other than being pets, and they're dwarf goats. So that should be really entertaining.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So then, in regards to our entertainment performances, we also, again, shoot for some diversity. So we have everything from flamenco dancers to cloggers to hypnosis, hypnotists to local performers and bands, single performing artists. We have a group called the ARlingTones who, I believe they're an a cappella group. So we have a little bit of everything because we truly want to represent the wonderful diversity that we have in Arlington County.
Where do most of these performances take place?
So we have an entertainment tent on our turf field. It's right in the middle of the fairgrounds, and it's going to be it's free for all. We have a place for people to sit in the shade and watch the performances. And I think unlike a lot of other fairs, we don't pay our entertainers to come to the Arlington Fair. They actually perform for free, and so we don't have any big names, super big names, but a lot of these folks are probably on their way to becoming a big name.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me. What is your favorite fair food? I always ask whoever it is I'm interviewing, what is your favorite fair food, and what are you really looking forward to food-wise?
Oh, let's see. So I've listened to some of your other podcasts, and I agree. Too much sugar can be a bad thing. But I do look forward every year. Okay, this year I am going to get that cotton candy, and I also, every time I see a picture of a candied red apple, I just want that candied red apple. And I wait until the fair, and that's when I have it each year.
Right. A lot of people tell me that they wait to the fair, and candied apples have been around for a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you have a great fair and a great attendance, and it sounds like a lot of fun. And yeah, you're a little bit different than our usual county fair, but you're in a very populated area. So I think you'll have a great fair, and if you get so big, you're going to have to find a different place, right?
That is a goal, yeah, might be.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Barbi. I enjoyed talking to you. Have a great fair.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.